You're listening to Sheep, where we put the funny back into the news. I'm Andrew Bolton, and with me, as always, my fellow sheepolite, Mel Fessenden. All right, and we are back with another episode.
Hello, everyone. It is I, Mel Bolton.
And it is I, as well, Andrew Bolton.
What?
And together we are Sheep.
I'm actually okay with that one.
Stunning,
Mm-hmm.
in fact.
Yeah, I think it was just on that side of annoying, so you guys won't forget us.
Yeah, kind of like Iago.
Iago?
Yeah, the parrot from Aladdin.
Oh, yeah.
He passed away, too, the Affleck guy.
Oh, was it also... Oh, was the Affleck voice for the parrot?
Yeah.
Huh, never knew.
Yeah, both saying he's famous birds. That's what
Yeah.
he's all about. Well, he got kicked out of the Affleck thing after saying some I think he might have said the N-word.
That is a no-go.
Yeah, that's a no-fly zone.
Yeah, it's I don't even think they like being called
I actually don't even think it was the N-word. I think he just said a joke
on black swans.
Yeah, that just it wasn't received well. Not sure what. Anyways, guys,
Yeah.
enough of that guy. He's passed away already, so there
Yep.
will be no more stories about him.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, starting on the bleaker end of things today.
You know, there might always be a Weinstein opening.
Well, fingers
No.
crossed.
Sorry, sir. You didn't need that for your...
Yeah, he's dead now. We're accusing him of being a Weinstein.
I'm sure you did nothing of the sort.
Yeah. Could you imagine in his Iago voice telling somebody to take their pants off?
Oh, man.
Take your pants off!
And you're like, oh, God. That is brutal.
You know, that might be pretty creepy.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
What are you thinking? You know, something like that. Ooh.
Well, I'm sure it'd be like, hey there, little girl. But I can't do the annoying...
What are you? Yes, you can. Just use your normal voice.
Oh.
There it is. Burn. All right, let's start off.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Before we, really badmouth more of the dead.
Yeah. Who did nothing.
Yeah. Rosa Parks, you're next. So, an outraged mother claims teacher shamed son with 0 award in class.
I mean, did he not get any awards? Did he not
No, the
earn
award
any?
that he got was the 0 award.
I need a hero. No, but
Hero to 0, just like that.
Yeah,
no,
right?
0 to hero.
yeah. But
so
still,
the
you're like
muses.
so much to go. Could have been in lieu of the Hercules movie. That is the one redeemer.
Yes. Hey. Yeah, kids still watch that one, right? That 1998
It's classic.
cold classic.
It's good. They know what's good. Maybe
It just surprises me that's the one live action that they have chosen not to do.
I think they're waiting.
No, I think they're going on their female trend.
Yeah.
You can't have an empowered white guy.
Yeah, and I guess they'd have to make a female Hercules.
Yeah. Well, they'd make the chick that was in Hercules, who was also, by the way, a badass.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She was playing with Hades.
Yeah, she punched him, I think, a few times.
Yeah.
All that jazz.
Yeah. But she couldn't lift a stone off of her. That was the thing.
No, that was a bummer.
Yeah,
that
that was
her
the-
downfall.
Yeah.
Some might even call it her Achilles.
Anyways, so they're not handing out any participation trophies here. A Mississippi woman was apoplectic after her son's and it's not a skin disease either.
Yeah, it sounds like a disorder or something.
Apoplectic?
Yeah.
Yeah, it just means like angry.
Okay.
Like you're just full of rage, kind of. After her son's school allegedly shamed him by giving the teen a 0 award in class. Her saga detailing the cruel and unusual punishment is currently sending shockwaves online.
You know, sometimes I think kids can go far with a little shaming, though.
I think shaming's a great method.
Yeah, and it doesn't sound like she did anything like crazy, like dumping a bucket of water on him or anything. She just gave him a 0 award.
Yeah. Give him an award that said 0.
Yeah.
It's cruel and unusual? No.
Mm-mm.
All right. This isn't getting you out of prison. This is not. This isn't cruel and unusual. Is it unusual? Maybe.
Yeah.
Cruel?
Nah.
No, because we're coming into the story. There's 180 days of class, a school year. And if your son got the 0 award, I'm guessing that for 179 days, he earned it.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
And then that 180th day, she gives him an award that says, this is what I thought of you. And then he goes, I can't believe it.
Yeah.
And you're like, you could have just been a horrible little shit.
Yeah, I'm wondering at how much work he actually put into school.
Right.
At this point.
So I think it was so horrible for him to get this award, Patricia Buckley told local outlet WAPT of the Scholastic Scarlet Letter, which she said had her son, Bradley, 14, received from a teacher at the Leake Central Junior High School in Leake County. The distraught mom said she first realized something was awry after she picked Bradley up from school and noticed that he was balled up like he was ashamed. I was feeling sad and I didn't really want to give it to her, the student told the local news station. Patricia asked what was wrong, whereupon he gave her the bad news. The pupil's teacher, who was reportedly in their first year of instructing...
That's why. She still has hopes and dreams to change the children.
Yeah, no. Had given Bradley the 0 award, a demoralizing certificate emblazoned with his name and the words, "It's impossible to be me. Don't try. You'll never be me." That actually sounds pretty nice.
I don't know what to make of that, actually.
Yeah, it just kind of sounds like she wanted to give everybody an award.
Yeah, but she wanted to give truthful
yeah. She's like, he's not the best dresser. I don't know what to do there, so he can't do anything there. Best hair?
Nope, never brushed it.
No, that's Jenny. She's it's dynamite every day. I don't get it. And you're like, he doesn't share snacks.
Yeah.
What is he about?
Nobody likes him.
Yeah. He goes by the nickname 0. Maybe there's something there.
Yeah, maybe. If it was a nickname.
No,
I could see kids coming up with that as a nickname.
With 0?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Call me 0.
That's a cool nickname.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's also said in that voice, so.
Yeah. So make it nerdy.
Hey, you can call me 0.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
So the Post has reached out to the Leake Central Junior High for comment, and nobody's answered. So needless to say, the academic Razzie Award didn't sit well with Patricia, who felt as if she wanted to cry, and that her son didn't deserve such a humiliating accolade.
I think you're putting a lot of mustard on this lady.
I think...
You're making it so that anytime something doesn't happen to him that's good, he's going to overreact.
I guess for me, I would need to see proof that he wasn't a 0.
Right, that's true.
Like, show me that he's on the honor roll.
Mm-hmm.
Show me that he's playing sports. Show me that he's involved in school activities and that he's not just...
Well, not even. Just show me that he's turned in just homework assignments.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Average student.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because right now, how do I put this? I have a tendency to believe teachers.
Yeah.
Until I don't believe them anymore.
I wonder how that happens.
Well, what I mean is I always give the benefit of the doubt to the teacher until they prove me wrong.
Okay, yeah.
And once they prove me wrong, you no longer have the benefit of the doubt. I now give the benefit of the doubt to the student.
Yeah. For me, I was a bad student myself, so
I
can totally believe this kid just got 0s on everything.
Right.
I mean, test, he at least had to score like a 29 out of 100. At least put some points on the paper for signing his name.
Yeah.
But I don't.
I just want to know why the teacher went with 0 award.
Yeah.
Why not the impossible award? If it's impossible to be like me, you could have used impossible. I understand the phrasing's a little insulting. But technically, if it's a math teacher, 0 is the middle.
I would just give him the underdog award.
The underdog award?
But
Nobody's expecting anything from you.
Well,
Award.
you will have a righteous journey to victory.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, I don't know. I think she was trying, I think this teacher, what I'm hoping for is that this teacher was trying to show this student, hey, by the way, I'm not going to reward you for not getting any of the assignments done that I had you have to do and all your classmates did, but I still want you to receive something.
So I'm going to let you know that it's the 0 award.
Yeah.
Is no award better than the 0 award?
No, it's not.
Is it not?
Well,
so do you
it
think
sounds like she gave everyone an award.
Sounds like it, right?
Yeah.
Because if she's just handing out one award and it's the 0 award,
That's pretty bad.
That's pretty dark.
Yeah.
but it sounds like what you said, that she handed out one for everybody and she's trying to come up with a category for everybody. So she's trying to do the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to do this as a teacher. This is all bonus extra time that
Oh
she's
my gosh.
spending
Right.
doing this and coming up with this crap.
And she made these awards.
Right. And then, I have to assume that if she gave the 0 award to him, I just don't know what it means.
Maybe she's taken some sick happiness and joy in just demolishing this one child. Or maybe he just never did any of his homework assignments. And
Yeah, maybe.
she was just like, well, this will be a little bit embarrassing for him, but it'll be a life lesson.
Right.
You're not going to get any great awards by doing nothing.
Right. So, I don't know. This is where everybody gets an award. Kind of has a little bit of a downfall.
Yeah.
It's like, you want an award. Yes, I want an award. Well, you also want a good award. Oh, good award. You're like, ugh, all right, fine. Make you feel special. I don't know. I don't care about this, but that's also because I'm a grown adult, and somebody giving me a 0 award wouldn't really mean much to me.
That and the mom that's kicking up the fuss about this instead of just going to the teacher and being like, hey, why did you do this?
Well, what I love most about this whole thing is she goes, later on in the story, she talks about how she wanted to get to the bottom of this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And her son was super embarrassed and didn't want to give the award to his mom because he was so embarrassed by it, because he didn't want anybody to know. And now the whole world knows.
Right.
Because you kicked up such a dust storm that we all know that your kid is now a 0.
Yeah, it just, it doesn't, when you put it in that light, it makes it sound like this mom's not even looking out
For her kid.
Yeah.
It just sounds like it's like an attention thing.
Yeah, because we could see this as like the teacher sending home a flag and being like, hey, your kid's not doing any work. You should know about this.
Yeah.
I sent you emails, you don't respond.
So I decided to do it in the form of an award.
Yeah. Let him live with this. And then the mom just gets mad that her kid hasn't been pampered.
So when asked what the 0 award was for, the incensed parent responded, I don't know. That's why I called the superintendent's office to find out. You should have called the teacher.
Yeah. If you were really getting down to the bottom of it.
If you're really getting down to the bottom, right, not just trying to go, well, I don't know what it's for. So you don't know what the 0 award for. You don't even know if it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
All in all, because you don't know what it is, but you're kicking up a dust storm because you hear the word 0 and you assume negativity.
What if the 0 award was actually because he hadn't missed any assignments? So he had 0 missing assignments.
There you go.
Yeah.
Way to spin it. Mm-hmm. Oh, I think Biden needs a new press secretary. So in light of the embarrassing saga, the determined parent said she's going to do what I can do for this to never happen again. She is going to do what I can do for this to never happen again. Okay. Not just to Bradley, but any child.
She's going to have herself a whole bottle of wine tonight.
Yeah, she is. So despite speaking to the Leake County Schools superintendent multiple times, Patricia claimed that they have yet to respond with any solutions. So you're saying they have zero solutions?
I think she... Yeah, I think these people are like, man, we've got a crazy... I don't want to talk to her.
Right, they're probably, if they haven't responded yet with anything, they're probably taking the side of the teacher and going, listen, your kid's not great.
Yeah, and they're probably also getting all the whole skinny from the teacher, too.
Right.
Getting all their ducks in a row.
So Bradley said he wants to stay at the same school. However, due to the recent ordeal, his mom said she might send him elsewhere.
Well, that seems like
he does have the prestigious Zero Award now.
Yeah.
He can get into any school he wants to at
and
this
the
point.
whole world knows about it.
Yeah.
She's yeah, and it's now that I know she can just get up and move him to whatever school she wants. It makes me think that they're probably in a good place financially.
Yeah. Or there's I don't know where this happened. Because there's some places, some states or some cities or counties, whatever, have you're allowed to send your kid to whatever school you want to in a certain county.
Oh, interesting. I don't know. My high school was, or at least where I lived, I could be for one high school or another high school just because of I was in between spot of them. But I hadn't heard that there were some places where there must be highly popularized areas then.
Yeah. So also this is in Mississippi. I totally just had that go over my head. So you're mad at a Mississippi teacher for giving your black son an award that says the Zero Award.
Oh, was he? Yeah.
Yeah. So
is that
the family's
their
black.
Ethnicity? Okay.
Yeah. Well, what I'm just saying is 10 years ago, they were complaining about a whole different thing in Mississippi. They're like, everybody else got an award, but my son got a noose. What's that about? Yeah.
Times are changing.
Yeah, so anyways, at least it's not deemed racist yet. But, fingers crossed.
Yeah, it's weird. The mom should have just messaged the teacher. All this going up over their heads to...
Yeah, to try to do like a one-up thing.
Yeah, it's just weird.
Yeah, I would have just gone to the teacher and been like, hey, what's the Zero Award for? And then had they told me what the Zero Award for, depending on what they said,
yeah,
I would have gone from there. I first have to find out what the award is before I'm actually mad about it.
We don't have kids, but to assume that the child has done no wrong.
I was bold.
Yeah.
Bold.
Yeah, I lied all the time.
Oh, me too. But
skipped classes.
Hashtag me too. Yeah. Actually, the one time that I didn't lie, my parents called me a liar.
Yeah.
And then it backfired in their face, and then ever since then they trusted me. And I'm like, oh, you idiots.
Yeah, you lucky dog.
Yeah, I was a lucky boy.
I just had to let all my discretions phase out.
Oh, I just had to get
nothingness.
I just had to get abused by that one student, and ever since then.
Oh, good for you.
Or teacher.
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll keep it going.
Yeah, probably for the best.
All right,
good luck to you, lady.
And kid.
Get yourself a nice bottle of wine. Maybe that'll cool you off a little bit.
I think it might.
And maybe check to see if he has homework assignments.
Hooked on phonics. So, a Microsoft executive, Alex Kipman, resigns after being accused of watching VR porn in the office. What did you think these techies were doing, though, to be honest with you?
Yeah, like,
the thing that binds us all, pornography.
That had to be, like, one of the
driving factors.
Yeah, exactly.
For VR.
Yeah.
I want to be there. They're like, you're never going to be there. They're like, okay. Not in the real world, I'm not. Like,
obviously,
what?
I want to stay in the comfort of my home at the same time.
Yeah. Those sheets don't look like 700 thread count.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, okay.
The next thing I think they'll do is they'll make a massage chair that's synced up with virtual reality headsets. I'm trying to like think of what from
Ready
Player One
that they did.
Yeah, because they had the hanging bodysuits and then a treadmill underneath you.
Then they also had the you could order food in VR and it would be delivered to your house, which
is
I
impressive,
thought that
yeah.
was pretty cool. You know, like I kind of want a pizza and some tacos, and then like 30 minutes later it shows up at your door.
Yeah, that's
in
pretty
real
good.
life.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool,
Hate to see the place where all those would be made, but
still pretty cool. So Microsoft's virtual reality chief Alex Kipman has resigned from his role at the company days after reports surfaced that he had watched VR porn, virtual reality porn, in front of workers and engaged in other forms of misconduct toward female employees. Would you look at that? It's not just advertisement CEOs.
it's a new age of sexual harassment.
Yeah, who'd you rather get sexually harassed by? This guy? Or Don Draper?
Who's Don Draper?
Don Draper from Mad Men.
Oh, yeah, I never watched it.
Neither did I, but I know the name. John Hamm.
Yeah, it sounds like a cool name.
Don Draper? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good name.
Yeah.
So Scott Guthrie, the head of Microsoft's Cloud and Artificial Intelligence division, revealed Kipman's departure in an email to employees Tuesday while detailing a reorganization within the company. Kipman also informed his subordinates that he was leaving the company. Oh. Over the last several months, Alex Kipman and I have been talking about the team's path going forward, Guthrie said in his email, which first reported on Kipman's departure. We have mutually decided that this is the right time for him to leave the company to pursue other opportunities. Full-time porn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's made his millions. He's out.
Yeah, now it's time to make a doll that syncs up with it.
Yeah.
So,
New company.
New company. There you go. So I appreciate the tremendous vision Alex has provided to Microsoft over the years and all that he has done to advance our metaverse offerings. Alex is committed to helping the teams with the transition process over the next 2 months and ensuring success before pursuing what is next for him, Guthrie added. Guthrie's email did not address the allegations of misconduct against Kipman, which were first revealed in a sweeping insider report detailing alleged toxic behavior by Microsoft executives. Huh. What do you know? Toxicity lives in the Microsoft world, too.
Oh, gosh. Darn it. It's leaked in.
Oh, Apple's
It's going to
next.
erode everything.
It is. So the article detailed an incident in which Kipman used a pair... Here we go. We're getting to the juicy stuff now. The article detailed an incident in which Kipman used a pair of virtual reality goggles to watch a scene in which several young women in skimpy clothing frolicked on a bed and had an overtly sexualized pillow fight in a room while employees were present. I wouldn't do that while... I mean, in all fairness, he was in another world.
Yeah, right?
So who are you guys to... You're like, how long do we wait?
He wasn't even aware the rest of the meeting had filed.
All right. Yeah. He's just got a pillow and he's just going to town. He's destroying these broads.
Just whacking them all.
Yeah. So one employee told the outlet that the scene was VR porn and described the incident as incredibly uncomfortable, with at least 2 workers leaving the room. So wait, the rest of you guys just stayed there?
I would stay and laugh at him.
You would stay? No, not if a guy's watching porn.
Yeah, it's... I guess I would have a laugh, see if there was someone else in the room that would joke with me, and then I'd go outside and see if we could watch from the windows outside.
I think the best thing that you could do is you could just go and try to find out what he's watching, realize that it's a pillow fight, and then just go grab as many pillows
And start hitting him.
and start hitting the shit out of him. Yeah,
I think that would have been great.
that would have been
Although
a great
it
way.
might add some realism to his fantasy, and then
Yeah.
the next thing you know, over time,
Yeah,
it's
he
now
just-
pillow fights.
Yeah, he climaxes immediately.
Oh gosh, that's bad.
Is it?
Hey, that's why I stepped down. He knew it was it's getting too close for comfort.
Yeah, I'm finished. So it was in the office in front of women, the employee said. Is that worse than it being in front of men?
Yeah, I guess with today's fairness, you guys should be just as offended.
Well,
Or we should be offended that you guys saw it just as much.
Well, no, seriously though, I wouldn't want to watch if somebody was like, "Hey, Andrew, you or this random woman has to watch this guy watch porn. What do you choose? I go, no, the lady. I don't care. I don't want to do it. I don't want to see it either.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable. I don't know why there's this weird thought process that guys would be okay with that.
Yeah, we're just like high-fiving in the background. Do you guys just think we're that perverted? Is it that, or are we treating women?
Is this pillow fight 1121?
Yeah. What's the combos we're going with here? No, we're not just sitting there and going, "It's good form." Look at that, long, slow strokes. Impressive.
Bad.
Impressive. What? They're the ones that are telling me that I'm the one that should. They're like, it was in the office in front of women. How about just in front of employees?
Yeah, just everyday blokes.
See, this is why I'm getting kind of weirded out. Because I'm assuming that this is a guy who said this. Because it says it was in the office in front of women. Mm-hmm. The employee said. So I'm assuming that it's a man.
Could be.
I guess it could be.
Yeah, I could see it male or woman on that one.
How
dare you assume?
I just don't like it when other people tie in other people to their uncomfortableness.
Right.
By using this like, oh, no, I'm not. It's for the women. You were doing this in front of women. And you're like, no. Anybody would be uncomfortable watching their boss watch porn.
It's a weird thing where the one individual feels uncomfortable, but then they feel the need to speak for everyone else about it.
You're like, no. Just tie yourself into it.
Yeah. We'll raise our hands in support.
Yeah. I mean, unless our hands are busy, like the boss.
But then we'll know who approves.
Yeah. So, Insider cited current and former Microsoft workers who alleged that Kipman did not face disciplinary action despite complaints about unwanted touching and other forms of inappropriate conduct in the office. Okay, so this isn't his only thing.
That is bad. But did he have the headset on when he was doing all this stuff?
Hey,
what I'm curious about.
He has no idea whose ass he was grabbing. What if he's just walking around and it's just normal goggles, but he's pretending that it's all VR?
Yeah,
he goes,
he's like, it feels so real.
Oh my God, we are getting good at this. It's like, sir, you have a call, and also let go of my breasts.
Yeah.
So the situation grew so concerning that more than 25 employees purportedly submitted details as part of a report to management about Kipman's conduct. Insider's report referenced the allegations against Kipman as an example of the failure of Microsoft's leadership to crack down on executive misbehavior. It's like you're taking away all the fun of being an executive.
No, I mean, I think executives should be held accountable. At least like someone who's going around doing this.
I agree. I'm being facetious.
Oh, okay. My bad. Got me again.
Yeah. Yes, I clearly agree with you that I don't think that just because you're the president or the CEO or the vice president or an executive that you should be allowed to sexually assault employees.
I was worried I lost you there for a second.
Yeah.
So
I'm the CEO of this company.
Oh,
so
gosh. I knew it.
That's what it is. It's
it.
I think we should get
who's our HR? Is it me?
I'm also HR.
That's nope.
Yeah.
It's conflict of interest.
You're an intern.
I'm HR.
No, you're an intern.
T-Bone, help me out.
T-Bone, you know who feeds you. Don't do this.
That's why it's Skeletor. Yeah, good job.
It's very
Killed T-Bone.
It's chic. It's the new look that we're all going for.
Meat prices are up.
So,
what do you want from us?
Yeah, so Microsoft... Start pulling your weight, brother. So Microsoft representatives did not immediately return a request for comment on Kipman's resignation, but company officials responded to Insider's past report. Every reported claim we receive is investigated, and for every claim found substantiated, there is a clear action taken. The company said at the time, the disciplinary action can range from termination to demotion, loss of pay or bonus, official reprimand, mandatory training, coaching, or combination of some of these. Okay. So anyways, dude man got fired for watching porn.
Yeah, well, he
in
was
VR.
asked to step down. Is that what it was? He stepped down? Or he got actually fired?
No, he stepped down.
Yeah.
Got out of there.
Yeah, you gotta let your CEOs leave gracefully or else the company looks bad.
Right.
Yeah. So, good luck with your guys' next CEO. Maybe don't introduce him to the goggles outright.
Yeah.
Or put a child lock
Yeah,
on him.
parental lock, please. These guys, we've gotten in trouble from this in the past.
Yeah. I mean, schools try to do that too. I think we got past it.
Yeah,
So,
we'll call it
good luck, guys.
We'll call it the Kipman Clause. We'll name it after him.
That's nice.
Yeah, I think so. All right, moving along.
Let's do that.
Okay. So parents of an 18-year-old activist accuse Ezra Miller of grooming daughter with cult-like behavior.
Ooh.
You know who Ezra
was
Miller?
she storing her toenails up?
Up where?
Just in a jar.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Storing.
Storing, right. I thought she was... I don't know. You're the one that said up. I was just trying to figure out what up meant.
Just the sheer amount of toenails
No.
is growing.
Okay. No, she does not have a storeroom of...
Well, that's Cult 101. I don't know what they're doing.
Okay. So, cult-like.
Yeah.
They're still
Learn
getting
how
there.
to draw a pentagram. Next step.
Okay. So do you know who Ezra Miller is?
No.
Yeah, there we go. That's what I've been trying to get to for the last hour, but you've been on your toenail rants.
Who is Ezra?
So Ezra Miller
No.
is an actor, and he's famous for playing, for doing those commercials for the toe fungus thing.
I don't have anything for
Yeah, it was
toe
a joke
fungus. Oh.
because you said toenail.
Oh, man. I was like, man, I was spot on that, though.
I am so good at my freaking job.
That's it. I'm not working tonight.
Yeah. No, Ezra Miller is the Flash from Justice League.
Kind of remember him. I never got into that one.
He is the...
He's like 20s to 30s?
He's 29.
Okay.
28, 29, something like that.
Yeah.
He is the weirdo wizard from Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. He's the kid who has this amazing magic power.
Oh, yeah.
That's him.
The one that the main guy was trying to save.
Right.
Okay.
That's Ezra Miller.
Kind of remember him. He's kind of just someone who blends into the background, as it were, face-wise for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
There's nothing too catching for me. But that's not important. So what did he do to groom this...
This guy doesn't catch your eye at all?
Well, he's wearing red lipstick in that picture. Of course he catches my eye. But also he looks completely different. Okay, this is a better way to describe it. Every time I see him, he looks a lot different for the character
That he plays.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because he
So
dresses like this normally.
Yeah, so I can't put a face to the name.
And he is wearing a cult-like ring in this one.
He looks very culty in that picture.
Yeah, this is a very cult leader.
And his two outside fingers are...
His pinky and his pointer.
How is he doing that? So he's making the love sign, everyone. But his pinky and pointer finger are touching, like as a triangle at the top. And I'm trying so hard to do this, but I'm not even close.
Well, you're not in
yeah. He really went through some training.
You're not in the cult. You can't make it.
That's how you get in.
Yeah.
Are you a chosen one? Put these fingers together.
Yeah. Please take me.
I have no idea how he's doing it. Maybe it's just how the
Camera angle is.
yeah.
Could be. So Ezra Miller is being accused of grooming a now 18-year-old activist from the age of 12 as the parents seek court intervention. According to court documents filed Tuesday, he's also been in a lot of trouble in Hawaii lately. He's gotten arrested like 2 or 3 times.
Oh, I thought you meant skin tone wise. He was getting a lot of sunburn.
No, that's not what I meant.
Bad burns, man. Lots
Yeah.
of trouble.
Surprisingly enough, he has people to wipe lotion on him, and he doesn't even have to pay him because they're cult members.
Oh, that's nice. They probably just give him a hood.
It's very nice, yeah.
You know.
So according to court documents filed Tuesday in Standing Rock Sioux Tribal Court, and obtained by People, attorney and activist Chase Iron Eyes and his pediatrician wife, Sarah Jumping Eagle, claimed that Miller... Native Americans, by the way. I don't know if you couldn't tell based on the names.
Yeah. I decided I would be an adult and remember where they probably got the names from.
Okay,
so.
cool.
Yeah.
Good. Just making sure.
Yeah.
And wife, Sarah Jumping Eagle, claimed that Miller, now 29, has been manipulating and controlling their daughter, Tocata Iron Eyes, since the two met at Standing Rock Reservation in North Dakota back in 2016.
Ooh, I like her name. Iron Eyes.
Iron Eyes. She sounds like a transformer. They say Miller took it because it's Ironhide.
Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Or
I
Ironside?
just imagine a very steely gaze from her constantly.
Ironside or Ironhide?
I think it's Ironhide.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
So they say Miller took an immediate and apparent innocent liking to Dakota at that time.
It's
No.
their steely eyes.
Yeah. I don't care. So let's say this was 2016. So that was 6 years ago. So he would have been 23 and she would have been 12. You don't find it inappropriate that a 23-year-old took an innocent liking to your daughter.
Right. It's got a whole bunch of weird around that one, guys.
That just sounds weird.
That is a potent smell of weird.
Granted, back in 2016, I don't think he was doing all of the crazy crap he's doing now.
Yeah, he could have had a more presentable appearance about him.
Yeah, something that's a little bit easier to digest. So the parents allege Miller gave Tocata alcohol and drugs like marijuana and LSD as a teen and exhibited a pattern of corrupting a minor. Man, he gave... So a white guy gave a Native American chick alcohol and nobody had a problem with that.
At the time? Yeah, it seems because how they're describing it, maybe they just found out about this.
Still, I would have just... I don't care. There's something weird about a 23-year-old being intrigued, innocently or otherwise, with a 12-year-old.
Right. Just,
Other than just like a passing, like...
even if she is a cool kid.
Yeah.
Like, if he's a good adult, he'll wait until she's like 18 to start hanging out with her.
Yeah.
If anything.
But even then, now he's 29 and she's 18. That's
right.
weird.
It's still weird.
Still weird.
But somewhat acceptable. It's because I would be more understanding if, like they got along when she was 12, but he removed himself from being in her life because he knew that this was very inappropriate. And then they saw each other again. Let's move up her age to 20 instead. And they met up with each other. And it turns out they were souls. What do they call them?
Mates?
Soulmates, yeah. Well, that was a tough one for me.
They were souls. Did you believe it?
Yeah, could not remember that one.
So, and then he gave his kid LSD.
Yeah,
Jeez.
ooh, this is bad.
I would slit somebody's throat.
Were the parents just not around to see that they were hanging out?
I don't know.
I can't imagine a parent knowing that this guy is around being okay with it.
I wouldn't have been.
Yeah.
So Chase and Sarah said Monday morning quarterbacking, though.
Right, yeah.
So Chase and Sarah said in the documents that Miller, through the Quiet organization with which the actor was affiliated, offered to pay for Dakota to attend college early at 16 at Bard College at Simon's Rock in Massachusetts. Miller would later use this against Tocata to create a sense of indebtedness, the parents say in the documents. So she went to school early at 16, so she's smart.
Yeah. And then he has made a way for him to be a part of her life.
Yeah. So Tocata then dropped out of school in December. Their parents say that they then traveled. So it's a trans child as well.
Oh, the Dakota?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I also think Tocata is is Scorpion's grandson or son in Mortal Kombat games.
Could be.
So there's that too.
So you said this is this girl or boy. I'm losing.
They.
Yeah. So they're they.
They're they.
Okay.
So their parents say that they then traveled to Miller's home in Vermont in January, finding that Takata didn't have their driver's license, bank cards, or keys, preventing Takata from leaving on their own accord. Grammatically a little difficult to read out loud, but not bad.
It is. And I think that's the problem with that they, them, their pronouns.
It's just grammatically incorrect.
Yeah, it makes it sound like a group of people.
Right. Sounds like you've got a bigger problem. There's a lot of personalities in that child.
Yeah.
So once home, Takata spent 3 weeks detoxifying, then fled to New York City, the parents claim, to reunite with Miller, who's also identifies as trans, by the way, who then traveled with Takata to Los Angeles and Hawaii, where Miller has gotten into legal trouble and arrests in recent months. Yeah, I don't know. This seems like bad parenting. I understand that this guy is he's a movie star, and he's probably very charming, and he's probably, it's all very exciting being around somebody like that.
Yeah.
But if he's around you for your daughter or for your I don't know.
I think that their best chance was to notice this early on and cut him out of her life. But now that
it's been 6 years,
now that it's been this long, and Takata knows him very well. Takata knows Miller very well. And he has lots of money from all his movie deals.
Right.
I don't see much of a chance of them being separated.
Now, so let's see here. So once home, Takata spent 3 weeks detoxifying, then fled to New York City and Hawaii. Okay, where Miller's gotten into some trouble. Okay, so Chase and Sarah say they are concerned for their daughter's safety and mental well-being. Okay, so it's a daughter to you guys. Just making sure. And that Miller displays cult-like, psychologically manipulative, controlling behavior.
I believe that.
They allege that Miller uses violence, intimidation, threat of violence, fear, paranoia, there we go, paranormal, that would be pretty impressive.
Yeah.
He would be the first successful cult leader. Delusions and drugs to hold sway over a young adolescent Takata.
Sounds like a Charles Manson.
Yep. Miller's been able to be reached by people for comment. Takata issued a statement on Instagram Monday with the caption, "Context," addressing assumptions made on my behalf by my family and friends regarding my stability and otherwise. Chase and Sarah told people Takata doesn't have a phone and doubt whether they wrote the statement. So her parents say, well, she doesn't have a phone, so how could she post this?
That makes sense. It's very logical.
So I dropped out of Bard 5 months ago. My friend and comrade William passed shortly thereafter. Comrade. So she's a commie. Thereafter, my mind was incredibly impacted, and I've needed space and time for the processing of grief. 5 months is a bit long. My comrade, Ezra Miller, for the entirety of the aforementioned era, has only provided loving support and invaluable protection throughout this period of loss, wrote
and a shit ton
Takata.
of drugs.
Well, that's the...
that's the loving support.
That's loving support.
Right.
And the invaluable protection is holding on to her valuables.
Just the penthouse he rents.
So Takata added that my father and his allegations hold no weight and are frankly transphobic, always, and based in the notion that I am somehow incapable of coherent thought or opposing opinions to those of my own kindred worrying about my well-being. I am now aware of the severity of emotional and psychological manipulation I was made to endure while I was in my parents' home. So what does she say? She says the exact same thing a teenager would say.
Yep.
Which is, you want to know about control and psychological manipulation and abuse? Well, I did experience that. when I was living with you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot it was your parents that gave you the drug habit.
Yeah, and I'm sorry. I forgot that it was your parent that gave you the drug habit.
Couldn't think of anything on your own, huh?
Shut up!
I think of things.
Yeah.
All the time I'm thinking things.
Mm-hmm.
Things, thoughts.
Yeah, wow.
Theirs,
I know.
thems.
You got a big head. It's filled with stuff.
I hate you. So I am an adult, and I deserve to feel authority in my own body. I agree with you that you deserve to feel authority in my own body. I'm not really sure what that means.
No, me neither. It's more of just, do you fully understand
You're hanging out with
what your decisions mean?
You're hanging out with a guy that just got arrested for assaulting multiple people.
Right.
That's the guy that you're living. This weird thing where kids look at their parents and they don't see, because they get this friend that wants what's best for them, but they're still their friend, right? So then, because they like them,
Right.
and they say they want what's best for you, and it also aligns with what you want,
Yeah.
you assume that that's the right thing. But really, your parents are going, no, this isn't right for you, and you disagree with them, so then you call it abuse.
Yeah. This friend is using a lot of manipulative tactics by warming up to you, saying, this is what's good for you, instead of being like, no, trust your mom and dad. They've
just-
obviously
they want what's best for
taken
you.
care of you until you were 12.
Yeah. I don't know. So, let's see here. I am an adult and I deserve to feel authority in my own body, said Tokata, who added that they are excited to speak with a therapist about their anxiety and probable depression. See, and it always amazes me that the people who suffer from anxiety and probable depression and need to speak with a therapist are also the ones that are so cocksure that it's their parents' fault.
Yeah,
Or that it's in some way out of their control, or that it's some way not the dangerous thing. For example, I have a couple family members that suffer from real addiction, and they don't blame the addiction for where their life is. They blame their family.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not right. You
No.
go, no, you're the one that's on meth.
Mm-hmm.
The parents aren't on meth. All right, you're the one that's losing your teeth. You know, it's not because they're getting punched out. I mean, it is, but because of your drug dealer boyfriend, not because of your parents.
Yeah, and I would agree, like, there's a lot of difficulty growing up nowadays, I think, with society-wise. I think a lot of this is just blurred lines now. And I think what people forget is that most of the time parents just want what's best for you. And they want to see you become a successful adult. And that means providing for yourself, getting yourself a good job, having somewhat of an education. Because I think
You're
college
also
systems
18.
are a little bit weird right now.
You're also 18. You don't know anything.
Right.
You think you know everything.
Yeah.
But that's because you just haven't had your eyes open to what's really going on in the world, which is a lot of crap.
Yeah. But first you gotta put your own stuff in order. You gotta start paying for your own phone bills. You gotta pay for housing. You gotta figure out to even pay for yourself first before you start shifting blame and finding other avenues to entertain yourself or become who you are.
Yeah.
When you can't even fully take care of yourself.
Yeah, it's always baffling to me. So Takata said, my choices are my own, and called their parents' legal action a bout of blatant betrayal and toxicity.
Toxicity.
Being used to punish me with, describing it as embarrassing and traumatically life-altering. I would agree that it is life-altering, but I think it's meant to be for the better, life-altering. Because you're now 18, you said you've got bodily autonomy, and that you deserve to feel authority in your own body, but you still need to see a therapy because you have anxiety and depression. that would entail me that you don't have a healthy lifestyle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you don't really know what to do with your body.
Right. Which there's nothing wrong with that because you're 18. Hell, it's like that's what normal 18-year-olds feel. Mm-hmm. But it's just, I think an actor is taking advantage of your confusion.
Mm-hmm.
I think he also probably encouraged it a little bit.
Oh yeah, I think this guy, since he's had his clutches on you since you were 12, and I think he weakened your mind a little bit because he gave you alcohol and drugs while you were still in your developmental stages for your brain.
Yeah, he gave you LSD.
Which is, this is during when you're 12 and onward until you're 18. That's when you're still developing a lot of your social skills and your emotion stability. And it sounds like he's the one that really messed you up if you've got all this anxiety and crap.
Yeah. I still blame the parents for letting this happen in the first place, but still.
Yeah.
So relationships in my life have been grossly affected, some detrimentally so. This behavior is unacceptable and needs to be called out, concluded Tokata. So Tokata is an activist who has spoken during events like Supercharge, Women All In... Oh, that's what it is.
Oh.
In September 2020, the Makers Conference in February 2020, and All It Takes Lasting Legacy back in April 2018. They are followed on Instagram by actress Shailene Woodley, who has protested the Dakota Access Pipeline, as well as Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Tokata posted a video Sunday in which they are seen laughing on a set of stairs alongside Miller, who appeared to be smoking, and another friend. A judge signed the request for a protective order, ordering that Miller cannot have contact or harass Dakota, Sarah, or Chase, or come within 100 yards of their residence. They noted that the court cannot locate or serve the order to Miller because his and Tokata's location is unknown. That's the other thing. How about Miller? You take it in for a second and you realize that you have an 18-year-old girl with you. Them, whatever you want to call, whatever they're using.
Yeah.
You have an 18-year-old child, and the parents don't know where that child is.
Terrifying.
Absolutely terrifying. And then you see on the news that you don't know where your daughter is, but you know he, she, them is with Ezra Miller, and then you look on the news and you see Ezra Miller's face plastered all over the news saying he just got arrested.
Yeah. Oh, good. Great. I hope my daughter's safe. Yeah, he's not a stable...
Right, that's going to calm me down.
Yeah. So, he's just enjoying all this madness he's caused. I mean, them have caused.
DC is not doing a good job of hiring stable human beings.
No.
To play the superheroes. They're picking villains, in fact, to play their
Ooh, what a twist.
Yeah, because, I mean, if you think about it, you got this guy. He's playing the Flash.
Yeah.
Right? And then you've got...
you got Amber Heard.
You got Amber Heard laying turds.
She's doing great.
Yeah, she's playing Aquaman's love interest.
We got some more, or is that it? I mean, we had Christian Bale for a second, but, that was years ago.
Yeah, he's not a criminal.
Yeah, well, he had allegations of hitting his mom, I guess.
Did he?
It was long years ago.
Long years ago.
Long years ago.
Oh.
I think it was 2012.
Okay. No, I never heard anything about that. Maybe I just chose not to.
Yeah, there's a good chance. It was right in his prime.
Yeah.
And also, that's when news like that comes out.
Who knows? If Ezra Miller would have, revolutionized the Flash, maybe I would be on his side too. It's hard to say.
Yeah. I didn't hear anything too crazy about The Flash. I heard it was good.
No, there was no movie about The Flash.
I thought he had a show.
Oh, yeah, there's a show, but it's not the same guy.
Oh.
Different guy.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I got confused. So it's the Flash from the DC movies.
Yeah.
I thought it was the show. Okay.
No.
Gotcha.
That guy is not convincing anybody.
Yeah.
Nobody's taking LSD with that weirdo. Mm-hmm. All right. Moving on. Alrighty. So, Florida girl.
Okay.
That's right. Florida. Florida girl, 10 years of age, arrested in murder of woman fighting with her mom.
Whoa.
Yeah.
She killed a lady that was fighting with her own mom?
Yeah.
Gosh, I don't know, because we had that story last time about the 11 and 12-year-old that beat up a lady, so.
Oh, the 13 and 15-year-old.
Still. The 13-year-old threw me, but. Yeah. I'm guessing firearm, maybe?
Yes.
Yeah.
So a 10-year-old Florida girl has been arrested on murder charges for allegedly shooting dead a neighbor who was fighting her mom. So the child, who has not yet been publicly named, was heard shouting, "She shouldn't have hit my mama." Yeah, kind of good on you. After firing the deadly shot that killed 41-year-old LaShawn Rogers at the Jernigan Garden Apartments in Orlando.
Oh, there are apartments too?
Yeah.
Weird.
See, but the thing is let's say you turn "she shouldn't have hit my mama" into "he shouldn't have hit my mama," and do you think that there would have been a...
It gives it a little bit more a victimhood to the girl's mother.
Right, because it's he.
Yeah.
But because it's a she...
Yeah, because it's a she, now you're like, they were evenly matched.
That's what you think, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that weird? So the 10-year-old was taken into custody Tuesday. She now faces a second-degree murder charge, which is punishable by up to life in prison. The Orange Osceola State Attorney's Office released a statement after the arrest saying that no charging decision has been made in what State Attorney Monique Worrell described as the most tragic case in her 22-year career.
Yeah, the only way that this girl's gonna get out of this is if it was a case of, like, this neighbor really took down her mother and she was grabbing a rock and about to hit her on the head.
Yeah, which I doubt.
Yeah.
So our office has started the process of reviewing this case and will consider all of the facts. Well, that's reassuring.
Yeah, I hope you always do that.
And we'll consider some of the facts.
We're going to put them in a hat and pull them out.
Yeah. First 5 make it.
Oh, man. Hope we're lucky.
Including the age of the child and all of the surrounding circumstances when making a charging decision, Worrell stated. Wow, you didn't say anything. So we anticipate that whatever charges we eventually file, if any, will ensure that she receives the interventions necessary to address her behavior, help her change and grow, and ensure the public's safety going forward. Yeah, I mean, I don't want a 10-year-old in jail.
No, it's...
For defending her mom.
Right, but at the same time, I think it's a little bit on the mom who is fighting with a neighbor that she...
Yeah, you shouldn't fight in front of your kid.
You shouldn't fight in front of your kid. And then you also... Maybe you guys showed her the gun for safety reasons, but you should have had that stored away better, or she should have really understood the weight of what a gun is.
Yeah, maybe that Pez dispenser shaped like a gun wasn't a good gift.
No, candy does not come out of this one.
No. So the girl's mother, 31-year-old Lucretia Isaac, is currently jailed on counts of manslaughter by culpable negligence, child neglect, contributing to the delinquency of a minor, and aggravated assault with a firearm in connection with the deadly shooting. So neighbors reported that Rogers and her boyfriend were grilling outside of her apartment on Mercery Drive at around 11:45 p.m. That is pretty late.
Yeah.
And this happened on Memorial Day, so this is like a Sunday. Yeah, if you're in an apartment complex and you're grilling that late...
That's pretty bad. It's noisy and smelly.
It's noisy. It's a little smelly. It's the kind of coming into the summertime, so people are opening their windows when they sleep.
Yeah.
I don't know. When Isaac, who they claimed was drunk, walked up to the woman and punched her. Rogers slapped Isaac back, and the two women began fighting. according to an arrest affidavit cited by NBC News.
So just so I'm clear, which mom started this, or which neighbor started this? Was it the girl's mom or the other lady?
They're claiming that it was the boyfriend of the mom that had the daughter that shot somebody. So the mom and boyfriend outside grilling.
Okay.
I'm assuming somebody comes to the door, says, keep it closed, whatever you're doing, quiet down, something like that. Boyfriend comes back from the grill, goes over there, punches her.
Oh.
And then Roger slaps Isaac back, the boyfriend, and then the two women began fighting. So it sounds like he started it.
He started it, and then the neighbor, who's not going to back down,
right,
came back for more, and then the mom and her got into it.
Yep.
And then the daughter ended up making the worst mistake of them all.
So according to the arrest affidavit cited by NBC, the dispute between the two women was over a social media post. So it wasn't even about grilling.
Oh, was not expecting that.
The victim's boyfriend told police he tried to lead Rogers back into the house, but she broke free to re-engage Isaac. At which point the woman handed her daughter a bag that contained a gun. So she handed a daughter the bag that had a gun in it.
I'm guessing it was a purse then?
Yeah. So the 10-year-old pulled the loaded firearm out of the purse and squeezed off 1 or 2 rounds, striking Rogers. Rogers' boyfriend told police Isaac then grabbed the gun and pointed it directly at him, prompting him to raise his hands and flee. The victim was taken to Orlando Regional Medical Center, where she was later pronounced dead. My goodness gracious.
So the young girl, she then points the gun at the boyfriend?
No, so the daughter, so there's 2 boyfriends.
Oh, okay, because I kept hearing Isaac, but I thought it was maybe a last name for some reason.
I think that's right. So neighbors reported that Rogers and her boyfriend were grilling outside her apartment on Mercy Drive when Isaac is, I think Isaac's the boyfriend here.
Of which one?
Of the mom.
Okay.
So let's see here. Roger's boyfriend told the 10-year-old... So the victim was taken to Orlando Regional Medical Center. Family and friends said Rogers, nicknamed Bones, was a beloved mother and grandmother who was known in the neighborhood for her kindness and giving spirit.
Okay, so makes me think the post was kind of bad about her.
Probably.
Do they divulge what the post was?
No, they do not. So Roger's cousin told ClickOrlando.com that she was not the type of person to get into scuffles and did not deserve to die in such a violent manner. It's just so sad that she lost her life to this senseless situation, said Amber Dozier.
I think the family with the daughter, I want to say there was alcohol involved because they're grilling.
Yeah.
And I want to say that there was maybe the couple that walked up, maybe they were also drinking because it's Memorial Day weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So I think everything just escalated because of drinking, honestly.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, should have given the kid a couple drinks. Maybe they would have missed.
Yeah, like you said, she shouldn't have been exposed to the moment that violence started breaking out, or this argument in general. Yeah, this kid should have been shuffled off.
Yeah, you don't fight or argue in front of a kid. That's one thing, but fight fisticuffs.
Yeah,
you can't do that in front of a kid.
And the guy threw. Was it the first punch? Was it the boyfriend of the couple or the family?
The family.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's even worse then.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I think this girl, unfortunately, accidentally got set up by her parents.
Mom.
Well, her mom and her boyfriend.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll keep it going. Oh, also, found a side story
Oh.
for us. Remember on last episode where we talked about the 2 police officers that stood by after the guy jumped into the water?
Oh, yeah. We couldn't. It just felt like it was missing information.
Well, the police have come out and they've said, no, they did exactly what they were trained to do. They weren't trained in retrieving somebody from the water like that. They would have drowned too. They go, lifeguards aren't even trained to do what that they were asking these police officers to do.
Yeah, because I'm not a lifeguard anymore, but there's flotation devices that
Right,
they would have leaned on.
Right, and that's what they said. They go, lifeguards aren't even trained to rescue without a flotation device.
Mm-hmm.
And so they go, these guys did exactly what they were supposed to do. They phoned in for boat. They phoned in firefighters. They were just sitting there waiting, and unfortunately it happened. But then even local, like the guy who's been teaching first responders how to save people for 20 years, like from water and ice and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
He's the one that posted this and was just like, no, they did nothing wrong. I would have advised them to do the same thing. He goes, it's incredibly difficult to save somebody who's drowning when you're untrained.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I could only imagine so, because even with the flotation device, I mean, you have to hope that the person's going to work with you and not flail around. Because
Right.
you're supposed to loop an arm, I think, under one of the armpits and over the chest, and then pull them back with you. And yeah, if the person is just fluttering around, it's just going to tire you out more.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Alrighty.
Cool.
Well, we're moving on
Yes.
to the last story of the day.
Dun, 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 dun.
Thank you. So, with that being said, Bree Duval wakes up from coma to find partner blocked her on social media.
That is interesting. Why would you block someone who's in a coma?
Because when she wakes up, she's going to be mad.
Yeah. You done something wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's a new kind of ghosting.
Yeah, it is.
Jeez.
Either she's going to ghost me or I'm going to ghost her.
Yeah. You just got to think that this person did not want to wait by the bedside
No,
this,
he goes, it's so
coma patient.
the hospital's all the way across town.
I have all these dating apps. Ugh, I'm just going to go on a few dates. She'll never know.
It depends how long they were dating.
Right?
2 weeks,
Drop off a bouquet. Hold on for a little bit.
Yeah. 6 months, depends how long you're in the coma for.
Gosh, yeah. 6 months is enough to, like...
Catch feels.
Yeah.
So you could say...
I would say maybe hang around for 2 months.
Yeah.
3 months afterwards.
But then everything else in that is just gravy and you're just a nice human being.
Yeah.
So, an Australian woman has revealed how her long-term boyfriend blocked her on social media and shacked up with another woman while she was in a coma after a devastating accident.
That's brutal, man.
That is brutal. Perth native Bree Duval, 25, was living in Canada with her partner of 4 years when she fell headfirst from a parking garage after a night out with friends on August 29th, 2021.
Oh, man.
Duval was rushed by a helicopter to the University of Alberta Hospital where she was placed on life support with a traumatic brain injury and multiple broken bones. The brave woman told the Mirror, I hate it when they say brave for things that you can't control.
Yeah, like if I had fallen and hit my head and I ended up in a coma, I don't know where the brave would fit in there.
Yeah,
I don't even know if I'm probably having a Narnia dream.
Yeah.
Like another world. I would at least hope that if I'm going to be stuck in a coma for a few months, I'm at least dreaming a very realistic dream.
Right. I at least want to wake up knowing blacksmithing.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
So the brave woman told the Mirror she was in a coma for 4 weeks. Now, that's too soon, brother. You can't move in.
No.
4 weeks, it's a month.
Yeah,
Less than.
4 years.
That's February.
Oh gosh, imagine if he was like just about to break up with her too. I don't think so. It sounds like he just turns out
Yeah.
he didn't love her as much as he thought he did.
No. So, you don't know what you got till it's gone. Turns out it wasn't much. She was in a coma for 4 weeks, and doctor told her mother there was just a 10% chance she'd survive the catastrophic injury.
Oh.
He was banking hard. He was banking so hard.
But the fact that he blocked her makes it so that he thought she might make it out.
No, it means he found out that she was waking up and showing good signs, and so he blocked her.
Oh.
That's my
yeah,
guess.
that also, I guess blocking can happen at any time.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be immediate. So miraculously, she emerged from the coma and showed signs of improvement. This is when he blocked her. Only to experience more anguish when she discovered her boyfriend had ghosted her on social media and moved in with another woman.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's he's scum.
What's worse, the moving in or the ghosting?
Both are pretty equal on that for
That
me.
does not make sense at all. I feel like the moving in with another woman thing is way worse than the ghosting.
Well, because ghosting means that those 4 years that you guys were close, and I would assume that
It was all made up in her coma.
Yeah, he takes that route.
Yeah.
It was all in your dream.
We were never together. We went on one date.
But I have your phone number.
Yeah. We moved here together?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I just I think ghosting in the fact that you knew her for 4 years is pretty awful. And then yeah, you're right. The moving in is worse.
Yeah.
It is.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I
I'm
just had
just-
to think it through.
I'm just making sure that we're in agreement. Like, they're both horrible.
Yeah.
But one is definitely worse than the other. So I was finally given my phone, and my first thought was to call him and just see if he knew what happened. He hadn't been to see me, Duval told the Mirror.
It's only been a month, too.
Yeah. So I opened my phone going to message him when a message pops up from this woman that says, I am now with your partner.
That's how it was. These
have,
are not the droids you're looking for.
yeah, I have moved him out. He's now living with me and my son. Please do not contact him, she said, describing the other woman's heartbreaking message. It sounds like you dodged a bullet, lady.
You did, because he's not even facing his own battle. He's got his new girl.
He sounds like a bitch.
He sounds
And
like
I don't
a weasel.
And right, and I don't mean it in the femininely derogatory sense. I mean it in the second sense.
Female dog.
No,
Oh,
sorry. Not that way either. But when a man acts cowardly.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
Isn't it weird that when we call women a bitch, it's because...
she's sassy.
Yeah, sure. You added some nice flair to it to make it sound not so bad. But
Yeah.
you know what it is.
Yeah.
She's aggressive and she's in your face and she's demanding. Right? Whereas a guy is none of those things when he's a bitch.
Yeah.
He's a
yeah.
bitch when he's cowardice, when he shows cowardice, and when he doesn't stick up for himself.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny that we use, depending on who we're throwing that out?
Yeah, it's the complexity of the English language.
Fascinating. Indubitably.
Learn something new every day.
Okay. He's now living with me and my son. Please do not contact him. I have not heard from him since I have been in the hospital. He's completely and utterly left me in the dust. So I don't even have closure as to why this happened,
Girl, you don't need closure.
added Duval, who remained hospitalized for 5 months receiving treatment.
You survived a 10% chance.
Yeah.
Forget this, dude. Live your life. I'm sure you have new aspirations now that you've gone through this ordeal.
Even if he broke up with you right before the accident, which is why you went out on the girls' night out, and then you had your accident, so you forgot he dumped you.
Oh.
Even then, he should still have the courage and the decency to go up to you after he thinks that you're in a coma and just, pop in every once in a while
Right.
and just say, and you go, I'm really sorry, but we broke up right before your accident.
Right, and let's like put this into perspective. He didn't even send the breakup text.
No,
Yeah.
another girl did.
Yeah,
What a coward.
it's pretty horrible, and I hope that second girl honestly gets away from him.
Because
Because
that's...
that kid is not growing up with a good father figure.
No, he's growing up with a bitch father figure.
Yeah, you don't want that kid to have that.
Yeah, because then you're going to be raising a bitch. So, let's see here. Making matters worse for her was not being able to see her parents after the accident due to the travel restrictions amid the coronavirus pandemic.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, so she's just isolated.
Yeah, she's completely by herself, and this guy just totally... I'm assuming he probably wanted to be the one to move to Canada, too.
I
Who
hope
wants to
those
move to
drinking friends
Canada?
at least popped in.
Who wants to move to Canada?
Yeah. I don't know.
Nothing wrong with Canada, I'm just saying.
I've never. It's too cold for me, so
Yeah.
I would never be up there. But wilderness explorers,
Yeah, as we're in the Pacific Northwest, literally 20 minutes away from Canada.
right? So far.
And we're just going, I can't. Duh.
Oh. It's not the first time you made that joke, I guess.
Is it not?
I guess. Oh, it was very smooth. Well done.
Oh, yeah? Well, it's a variation of the, are you a Mexican or a Mexicant?
Ooh, well played.
You can really do it with anything with the name can in it.
Well, I think there's just the two.
You'd be surprised. They'll pop up.
Yeah, we'll find some more.
So, this was this was in peak of COVID. So in Australia, you weren't allowed to leave or enter the country or your house, by the way. Just throwing that out there.
Jacan. For Japan.
Ah. It's not as good.
I know.
So my mom and dad went to the government and asked for a special permission to say goodbye to me as things were bad at that point. They refused them. They would not give them a chance, and they would not give them a reason. They just flat out said no, she told the outlet. Well, I think it's reasonable that you understand. I think you would understand the reason why you wouldn't be allowed.
Unfortunately, this happened during a pandemic.
Yeah, so I think it's like, you know the reason. You're not allowed
Yeah.
to leave the country for fear of spreading COVID. So you know the reason.
Yeah, this is one of those things. World Health has a position over you on this one.
Yeah, it's a shame that there's like an organization for that too. So my mom told doctors in Canada to keep my life support on and do not under any circumstances turn that off, which they had to medically abide by. Good job, Mom.
Yeah.
Good.
I mean, if I couldn't go visit my daughter until I see where she's at physically.
Oh yeah, I'm not turning it off though. They go, just describe her to me.
Can you
Like-
take a few pictures?
Just is her brain scan going? Is it like that? They're like, yes, ma'am. They're like, is there a blip ever? They're like, every once in a while when we bring in buttered popcorn, there's a little bit of a spike. Yeah, and she's like, pull it, pull it down.
It's a butter or kettle. It's
Yeah.
an important question.
So, however, during a recovery, her best friend Sam drove an 8-hour round trip every weekend to visit her. Sam's mother, Sandy, also made visits to keep her company. That's
Wow.
way to go, Sandy.
Yeah. Friend of the year.
Yeah, Sam and Sandy. Mm-hmm. Sandy used to come and visit me every day as she lived in the city. She'd make sure I had everything I need as I didn't have my actual mom with me, Duval said.
Wow.
We all sometimes need a mom away from our mums.
This is, yeah, these people are the representation of humanity
Yeah,
at its finest.
yeah. This guy is the representation of bitch male.
Yeah, this is the decrepitness of humanity.
He's just a coward.
Yeah, he
He's
is.
just a, yeah, I don't know.
It's not that he's completely evil. He's just a sleazebag who
Yeah, he's
did
just-
not rise to the occasion.
He's spineless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, unfortunately, there will always be losers like him.
Yeah. So the traumatic brain injury survivor now shares her experience on what it was like being in a coma and her recovery journey on TikTok under the username @HotComaGirl1, where she has racked up thousands of views. Well, at HotComaGirl1, surprisingly, there's
I guess there was another one.
another one on there.
Yeah, maybe. Or she just wanted to be number one.
Yeah. It reminds me of my first email that I ever created.
I always try to make sure I don't have to have any numbers in it.
Yeah, mine was hotmail@hotmail.com.
Oh. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably got a few numbers on it now.
Yeah, but there's no... I don't even think you can use Hotmail anymore.
Oh, that's true.
But yeah, middle school, I did Hotmail at hotmail.com.
Yeah. I think Yahoo's barely hanging on.
I did Yahoo at yahoo.com. You're like, oh, I don't think you understand that yours was actually a joke, Andrew. You were saying you were a certain level of attractiveness as a man.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, oh, that's why everybody laughed.
Oh, my gosh.
Finally understand
Who
this.
would have thought it?
Yeah. Alrighty, guys. Well, that's all we've got for you today.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, thank you for tuning in to another fantastic episode of Sheep. And as always,
Stay classy out there, everyone.
there you go.